Hi everyone, I'm using Jamie Sawyer's Out of Hand Tarot for this reading for Sunday, January 8th, or whenever you get to it. I'm sure there'll be something in it for you. Except the astrology is, time sensitive, and today the moon's in Leo, opposing Venus. So there could be a little bit of, with Leo in the highest sense, it's generous, open-hearted love. We have the Emperor, okay, but in the challenging sense, it could be kind of like my way or the highway, very will-based. But it doesn't have to be, except for that it is, it's in a fixed sign. Venus is in a fixed sign in Aquarius, and with that opposition there, I guess on the most positive side, it could remind us to keep our heart open to everyone, even though we have very differing wants and goals. And just to let everyone be. I always like to remind others, and it's something I got in my brain a long time ago, and it's helped me a lot, is that when things aren't going your way, like let's say we're observing somebody, well, like in politics, we're observing, a very high amount of corruption, lies, cheating, power abuse, things like that. And people are like, why is this person allowed to incarnate? Why is this person even here? Why? And I always remember one of my spiritual teachers years ago said, Earth is an equal opportunity planet. And she was right. I don't think she gets time on YouTube, but if she does, her name's Allison Green Barton, and I absolutely love her. But anyway, with the Emperor showing up and the High Priestess, we have the Six of Pentacles flanking, the two majors flanking the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is our, and I love the artwork in this card. It looks like working at a food kitchen and supporting and giving and sharing. And I think that with the, because the High Priestess is ruled by the moon, but the moon is opposing Venus. And the message I'm getting here is just to stay in your higher self. This is going to be one of those days where we will need to continue to align with our higher self over and over again. We might have to be silent, right? And just keep it to ourselves. And most of all, stay in our loving authority. The Emperor here is ruled by Aries, which is a fire sign. But it's also our responsible, dependable, leadership. Basically, if we go with the image on the card here, it's like, okay, I signed this, I took an oath, I took a vow, and then see his fist there on the table. It's like, dang, I'm going to hold on to it, right? Or maybe this is someone here saying, do you want to sign this contract? We're still in Mercury retrograde until I think it's, hold on, where's my, oh, good, it's under there. I think it's the 18th. So, and then it's going to take until, if I remember correctly, February 7th to get out of the retro shade. So we're in for it, we're in for this time where Mercury's in retrograde in Capricorn. As of today, it's at 15 degrees. I think it's going to go all the way back to 8. And so that's affecting anybody in a position of authority. And are they going to align with their higher selves, or are they going to be generously aligning with their higher selves, or are they going to be, slamming their fist on the table and saying, "Do what I say"? With the Six of Pentacles in the center as the theme, I'm feeling like the key here is to think with equality, reciprocity, of course. That's always the way to go. I mean, look at the little scales back here that Jamie drew in. I love this deck, right? I mean, the scales. Yeah. And you can see it's ruled by, this is the moon in Taurus for this card. So it's, aligning with people who are trying to survive, helping, aligning, and open-heartedly giving. It's spiritual law that we share, our extras, our extras with people who can't take care of themselves for a time being. And with the Emperor, that's what a responsible dad does. A responsible dad takes care of the family best he possibly can. And that's because he's aligned with, spiritual principles. So now, if the Emperor, let's read the reversal, just, in case some of you are learning, or just in case, because I didn't allow for reversals. I don't, so that you can see the images in these cards. So if the Emperor were to come through reversed, of course, it's somebody who's cold and abuses their power and has a big overblown ego, which is still a weak ego, but it's just very rigid and inflexible. And the Six of Pentacles reverse would be somebody who's not sharing, who's having problems, and maybe also abusing their power. And sometimes it's going into debt. Maybe they're strict and rigid because they're in debt and they're tired of it. And with the High Priestess reversed, this could have a person hiding, having a very hidden agenda, not connected to their higher self, of course, and maybe operating out of delusion. And then on another level, because just think of reversing the moon, right? Like, if that's possible. Well, it's not the moon card, but you can see the little moon up here, right? So when you put yourself in that place of being completely deluded, that's the way the High Priestess functions when it's in reversed. And of course, it's not functioning out of abundance, because if it was functioning out of the abundance of your heart, we always have something to give. We can always donate something, whether it be our time, our love, our prayers, right? And that fosters success and leadership and fulfillment, if you were to read the Emperor straight up. So, okay, well, I think that's all I have for today, other than just to remember, be careful today that moon in Leo is also in an approaching square. Here, I'll show you the chart. This is what I do. I put the chart in front when I'm doing the reading, just so I can remember all the aspects for the day. See how the moon's here? See this square and this square? So we have to include, in what I'm going to say, we have to include Uranus, because notice how the moon's at 5 degrees? It's going to go this way. So it's an approaching. We have 10 degrees here and 10 degrees here. Let's look at it this way. There you go. So besides that opposition up here in Venus, we have, it's actually right in the middle of it's a grand square. Yeah, wow, look at that. We have a grand square here, 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 yeah. So the moon is kind of rocking the world right now. Right, because here we have upsets. Here we have what we want, and we're going to go for it. And here we have the North Node. We're all headed in that direction. Here we have the South Node with Scorpio going, oh my goodness, this is happening again. And the Leo moon is saying, oh, hell no, right? Because it's opposing Venus that can see the bigger picture for humanity. Yeah. Wow. And of course, you can see Venus is headed towards Saturn in her journey, so that should be interesting. But anyway, I will go more into that when I do the or I have already for the astrology reading. You can watch that. Okay, I'm going to get this uploaded for you. Wishing you lots of love. Take good care. Bye.